all for today. Other modes of nutrition we'll be doing in the next video. Morning everyone. This is class 7th, chapter 1, Nutrition in Living Organisms, Plants. Nutrition in living organisms, that is plants. As we all know that all living organisms need energy to perform various activities. I'm writing with the pen, I require energy. You are playing, you are requiring energy. We obtain this energy from the food we are eating. Food is giving us the energy. The energy is stored in the food materials as the chemical energy. In the food we are having the chemical energy. To make this food energy available to all living organisms, it is broken down into smaller insoluble molecules inside our body. That is your digestion. So the process of taking food and its utilization by the body is your nutrition. After this, we are having modes of nutrition. In living organisms, the food is a basic source of energy. Therefore, it is very important to know that how different organisms get their food. Based on the food habits, the mode of nutrition is divided into two parts. The first one is autotrophic nutrition. This we have studied in class 6 also. The second is heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition, we are having all green plants. Heterotrophic nutrition, we are having animals, man, non-green plants. This heterotrophic nutrition is of three types. Saprotrophic nutrition, parasitic nutrition, and holozoic nutrition. The saprotrophic nutrition example is your fungi, mushroom. Parasitic nutrition, the example is dodder, cuscuta. And holozoic nutrition example is amoeba and the human or the man. In the case of euglena is an example of an organism which is having both autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. That is, it can prepare its food. It has both plants and animal-like features. The first one is autotrophic nutrition. We'll start one by one. Auto means self and trophs means nourishment. That means the mode of nutrition in which the organism makes its food itself from the simple inorganic substances. That type of nutrition is known as autotrophic nutrition. As I told earlier, all green plants are preparing their own food. So all green plants which are showing the autotrophic nutrition are known as autotrophs. Second is heterotrophic nutrition. Hetero means other. Again, that is, trophies means nourishment. Other nourishment means heterotrophic nutrition is the mode of nutrition in which organisms cannot make their own food and they are depending upon others for the food. Example is your man and all non-green plants. The organisms which are showing this type of nutrition are known as heterotrophs. All animals, man and non-green plants, they are all heterotrophs. Now all green plants can prepare their own food, we all know, and the process is known as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their food, make their own food. Photo means light and synthesis means building up or to combine. It is taking place in the presence of the light. The raw materials required for the photosynthesis are for carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. In the equation form, carbon dioxide is written as CO2. CO2 plus H2O is water. CO2 is carbon dioxide. In the presence of sunlight and the chlorophyll, food is prepared. Carbohydrate plus oxygen. Carbohydrate is your glucose. Example of the carbohydrate is glucose. The carbon dioxide is taken by the leaves from air through tiny pores present on the leaves. They are known as stomata. These are guard cells and this one is stoma, the structure of the stomata. So carbon dioxide they are taking from the atmosphere or air, one and the same thing. Water is absorbed by roots from the soil, and this transportation of materials in the plants happen through the tiny vessels which run from the root to different plant part. Next is sunlight. Sunlight is giving us the solar energy. This solar energy is used by the plants to prepare the food, and that is why this process is known as the photosynthesis. Next is chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is the green colored pigment which is present in the green parts of the plant. This chlorophyll captures the solar energy. Whatever sun energy is coming on the earth, only 1% of the solar energy is used by the green plants. This synthesis of the food is taking place in the leaves, and so the leaves are known as the food factories of the plant. As in our houses, we have the kitchen where the food is prepared. That is called food factory of the house. Similar way, in the case of the plants, the leaves, the food is prepared. That is why it is known as the food factory of the plant. We have written the equation of the photosynthesis, that is CO2 plus H2O, giving us carbohydrate plus oxygen. This is your sunlight and chlorophyll. This is arrow, this is equation form. The left hand side of the equation of the arrow, these are known as reactants. And what is formed on the right hand side, they are known as the products. So these are the reactants of the product of the photosynthesis, and these are the products of the photosynthesis. Main product is carbohydrate or the glucose. In case of the products of photosynthesis, is your carbohydrate plus and oxygen. That is why we say that we get oxygen from the plant. It is the byproduct, of the photosynthesis. So carbohydrate is the main product of the photosynthesis. It is converted into the starch in the leaves. As the photosynthesis is occurring in the leaves, so this carbohydrate is formed in the leaves only, and then it is stored in different parts of the plant also. The carbohydrate is a compound which are containing three elements: carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. C stands for carbon, H stands for hydrogen and O stands for oxygen. Some carbohydrates are also converted into proteins, which also contain nitrogen. So nitrogen is important for the formation of the proteins. Although nitrogen is present in the atmosphere, 78% of the nitrogen is present in the atmosphere, but plants cannot use this nitrogen. It has to be converted into the usable form, that is nitrate, then only plants can use. Some bacteria which are present in the soil help to change this nitrogen into the gaseous form. They are the root nodules present in the leguminous plants. They are known as the nitrogen fixing bacteria or the rhizobium. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, they convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the usable form. They are present in the leguminous plants, that is pulses. And this process by which they convert the nitrogen fixing bacteria into the nitrate is known as nitrogen fixation.